Okay, so first we're gonna start by making the stuffing, and in a large pan I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of oil, vegetable oil, that I'm gonna brush all over the pan. And then I'm going to add chopped onions, 2 large chopped onions, or about 3 cups of chopped onions. And to that I'm going To that I'm going to add about 2 crushed garlic cloves. And then I'm going to add 2 large shredded zucchinis. So my veggies have been cooking for a few minutes now. As you can see, they're tender and the onions starting to caramelize. So now I'm going to add spices, which are first a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, I'd say, and then some ginger powder. Add some paprika. What color is the paprika?
Paprika.
Yes.
Paprika.
We're gonna mix this through, just like so. And to this we're going to add our chicken, which is chicken breast, about 1 pound I have, or 500 grams of cubed chicken breast. Yeah, I've cut into cubes. We're gonna mix that in, or just put it in, cover the pot, and we're gonna let the chicken cook through. Okay, so the chicken has been cooking here for a few minutes on one side. I'm gonna uncover and just mix everything together. Okay, so the chicken has been cooking in the sauce for a few more minutes, and as you can see,
one has bubbles too.
That's right, the liquid has been reducing from our sauce. And at this stage I'd like to add some parsley. Usually add freshly chopped parsley, but because I'm lazy, I usually, when I buy a bouquet of parsley, I just go ahead and chop all of it up, and then I just freeze it. So just because I hate chopping parsley every time I need it, so this way I have it stuffed up in the freezer, and whenever I need a little bit I just chop some and basically throw it in the pan, which is a lot easier. So this is gonna cook probably a couple more minutes just to dry up any left liquids. And next we're gonna move on to the next step. To make our pastry, we're going to need some white flour, white flour, about 3 2/3 of a cup, and then some semolina, the fine kind, which is basically double. Oh, for now you stand up, baby, please. Which is 3 cups and like 3 1/3 cups of fine semolina. We're gonna add to that some salt, about a teaspoon.
Teaspoon?
Yes.
Teaspoon?
Yeah, here I'm using a
Teaspoon?
teaspoon. Yep. And then gonna grab a spoon, a big one. Then I'm just gonna mix these dry ingredients together before we add our water. And we're slowly going to start adding the water, basically in the middle.
Water.
Yes, water. And just mixing like this.
Mix it like that's
transferred the dough into my working place, and I'm basically gonna keep adding water until it's smooth enough. So I think I'm done adding water, because the dough is pretty soft and smooth, elastic. Yeah, and one of the signs you know that you've worked or knead the dough enough is when it starts popping on you. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's popping. So the next thing I'm doing is just rubbing a little bit of vegetable oil on the dough and then squeezing it into small balls. Just like so. And then you go around to flatten your ball of dough. Try not to break your dough and make holes into it, because otherwise the stuffing is going to be all over the place, especially in the middle part. If it breaks in the edges, it's not a big deal since we're going to fold it anyway. So try to make it as thin as you can. While leaving the center thick, because this is where the stuffing is gonna be, and this is where you want it to hold the most. So now we're gonna just have a handful of the stuffing we made earlier, and make sure it's completely cooled before you stuff your pastry. And I purposely dip my hand in the sauce and just tap it on the edges so that the pastry is flavored. So now I'm just gonna fold. I'm not sure if you can see. Okay. So I just fold the first time over the stuffing, and then the second time over. There we go. And then here I like to dip my fingers into the sauce again and just tap it here a little bit, just this side, because this side is gonna go over and the other one is gonna go under. There we go. So the oven has been preheating for a few minutes, and just before you pop these into the oven, you want to go over them and just flatten them a little bit. Just gently, not to break down the pastry and make holes. I've lined my pan with some parchment paper just so they don't stick, and it's easy to clean the pan afterwards. So yeah, make sure they have their little bit oil on the top, and for a nice color. So yeah, I'm gonna pop them in the oven, and they're gonna be ready in about 15 to 20 minutes. For about 25 to 30 minutes, I'd say. And they're perfect. They're crunchy. I don't know if you can hear that. They're crunchy and soft from the inside. Golden here. The lighting is not as good as I would like it to be, so I'll take some pictures and I'll show you. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.